11 this year, but have had a strong pedigree of the last couple years.
Yes, they have. They've really built up this culture of great basketball teams in Pembroke, looking to keep that going this year. And then upon taking a look at Gretna, 15-4, fourth place in state last year, 13-3 in their district as well. Should be a great game. 10-11, 15-4. Records don't mean much when you can't compare the teams that they're playing.
Right. Yeah, it's a slightly bigger. It's 5A in Missouri, which is actually slightly bigger than Gretna, which is hard to put it in Nebraska terms.
Yeah.
But enrollment-wise, it would be a little bit bigger than Gretna. It'd be like
there's around 1,200 students enrolled at Pembroke.
We're pretty right in the ballpark there for Gretna as well. So we've got to take a very short commercial break. When we come back, we'll take a look a little bit closer at both of these teams. You're watching the Heartland Hoops Classic on Strive TV.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends, it's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
23's got it.
Welcome back inside the Heartland Events Center in Grand Island, Nebraska, getting ready for Pembroke Hill and Gretna. The Raiders from Kansas City, Missouri, and the Dragons from Gretna, Nebraska. Bridger, let's talk a little bit more about Pembroke Hill. Have to replace this year. They had to replace probably one of the better guys they've seen come through the program,
yes.
in Conley.
Yeah, Devin Conley was a stud last year, over 1,000-point score. And you want to talk about all-district, all-state. I mean, make an all-something team. Kid's probably going to be on it. Was an absolute stud. And that's been the thing this year is how do you replace Devin Conley? And not replace, but how do you try to work in without him? That's been their struggle for Pembroke Hill this year, but they've been able to do some great things during their pedigree. In 21-22, they won their districts. Last year, they won their districts as well, and they got fourth place at state last year in Missouri. It's Missouri State, like you said. They're just across the border, and then they're currently fifth into their districts this year with a 10-11 record, and they have a good-looking district as well. Just looking at records and some of those teams that I recognize, they got a good-looking district down there in Missouri.
For Gretna, of course, they have had to deal with an emotional season. Their longtime head coach, Brad Feakin, lost his battle with cancer over the Christmas break, and just still hard to kind of fathom what they were probably feeling as a team when the announcement of Coach Feakin's death occurred on Saturday morning, and they played that afternoon in the Metro tournament and then hit a buzzer beater. Pekorski did hit a buzzer beater to win it. If there was a dry eye anywhere in that gym, I would have. They must not have been watching. They didn't know what was really happening at the time.
See, I'm getting goosebumps right now just even thinking about it.
It was a tough one. So these Dragons, though, they keep playing for Feek. 15-4 on the season, and it's the three-headed monster, really. Landon Pekorski averages 16 points, 5 assists a game. Alex Wilcoxon, he's just 6 foot, but he averages 15 a game. And Cade Cook gets it done down there in the post. 6'7" senior, 14 points, 7 rebounds a game. Those three, for Gretna to really go, they need all three of those guys kind of at full steam. But at the same time, they don't need to all have monster nights. They just need to be efficient when they have it.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's what makes Gretna so tough to stop is normally we saw with Kearney, it's like Ben Johnson needed to have a big night probably every night for them to get a win, or Jacob Weber had to have a big night. But for Gretna, they're three guys who are efficient. And you know what that means? If one of them's having an off night, they can pick it up on the side of rebounding or assists, or Cade Cook can pick it up if Pekorski's having himself an off night. That three-headed monster is so tough to stop. But for Pembroke Hill, they're going to have their own set of monsters as well coming into this game. We'll get right into starting lineups here soon, but it should be exciting between both sides to try to see who can come out on top.
Let's send it down to Bobby Mills on our PA tonight.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Game 5 of the 17th Annual Heartland Hoops Classic between the Pembroke Raiders from Kansas City, Missouri, and the Gretna Dragons. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starters for Pembroke Hill. Number 1, sophomore Cal Sprott. Number 2, senior Maxwell Sprott. Number 3, senior John Sebastian DePierre. Number 11, Matt Hawkins, sophomore. And junior number 23, Winston Smith. The Raiders are coached by Matt Hawkins, assisted by Ralph Williams, Leo White, and Penny Ball. And now, the starter for the Gretna Dragons. Number 5, 6'3" senior Alec Wilson. Number 23 is 6'2" senior Landon Pembroke. Number 24, 6' senior Alec Wilcoxon. Number 32 is 6'4" senior Joey Reed. And number 22 is 6'7" senior Gabe Cook. Directed is coached by Brad Fielding, assisted by Bill Hurd, Lance Linker, Nick Frank, Cody Gaines, Tyler White, and Kurt Chaplin. Your officials this afternoon are official Chris Ladwick and Kenny Long.
It's Gretna in the white. Gretna in the white, Pembroke Hill in the red, as we get set for Game 5 of 6 for the Heartland Hoops Classic here in Grand Island, Nebraska. Thanks for joining us tonight on Strive TV's coverage. It'll be Gretna winning the toss, and this is Landon Pembroke, the 6'2" senior, the all-time leading scorer in Gretna history. Starting things up, hand it back to Wilcoxon. And now Cook. The big three all getting a touch on the opening possession here. Man-to-man defense for the Raiders of Pembroke Hill. A drive and a kick. Pembroke goes baseline. Little floater shot. Can't get it to go. And a rebound. Pulled down by Wilkins. And another offensive possession here for the Dragons. Wilcoxon. Now Cook. Stops free throw line. Off the front, no good. And the defensive rebound for Jean-Sebastian DePierre. We'll just call, how about DePierre? That work?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a fun last name to say, though. Sebastian DePierre. That's a fun one.
Down low on the block. I don't have a 23, do you?
No.
We might have to send Danielle on a mission. Oh, wide open down low. Great offensive set. Joey Veith comes free for Gretna, and the Dragons are on the board first. Mav Hawkins brings it up. Sophomore for the Raiders. Cal Sprott hands it back up for Max Sprott. Wilcoxon spots up the three. That comes up short, and the rebound for Hawkins.
Yeah, so a little bit slower start for this game. Both teams trying to get involved and really get comfortable into this game as well. Dribbling in, oh, a good look. Going to be calling for a foul. Coming in and getting that was Alec Wilkins. On a nice reverse pivot.
That was William Kopaken with the foul.
So 3-0 lead early for Gretna right now. And yeah, either side kind of a slower start. And we got that Papio South Kearney game. I mean, that was 19-11 with 3.5 minutes left. This game, teams are taking a little bit longer to settle themselves.
Yeah, and that's kind of how, Gretna's not necessarily the ones that want to fly up and down the floor and get transition stuff all the time. They're going to try to play in-your-face defense, that's for sure, though. Hustle plays on the floor, but everybody, now we got a loose ball. It's a hot potato, wet bar of soap, and the Raiders finally corral it.
And I was saying, talk about getting on the
shot clock is down to 5, by the way. It never did reset. No one had official possession. Hawkins way outside, no good. And the rebound will go to Gretna.
Yeah, and that's who's tough for Pembroke. You work your butt off, you get the hustle play, and you got time for a half-court shot, and then you got to go back down and play defense.
So Gretna with the lead and the basketball. Cook on the near wing. Gets on the screen, gets into the lane. Nice pass down low as popping wide open is Alec Wilkins. Wilkins with 4 in the early going.
6-0 right now, and it's just Gretna playing quick basketball, and they're passing the ball around well, and they're finding easy buckets. Inside Hawkins, the floater. That'll finally go. So for Pembroke, they get their first points of the ball game, and it's a 4-point game. Looking for the bucket. That won't fall. Shot up by Wilkinson. Inside, he gets the rebound and misses it. So Will Coxon got his own rebound and then couldn't finish.
DePierre gets it on the block, picked up, kicks it back up top for Sprott. Back to DePierre. And on the block, just lost out of bounds. Max Sprott bounced that one off his own foot and out of bounds. Sub in for Gretna. Actually, a couple. Trevin Wilkins in. And Chase Doble. 6-2. Gretna on top. Dragons with the basketball. Will Coxon gets into the lane, stops and kicks it back out. Pokorski with it. He gets to the high post, a little up and under, and spins it in there.
What a patient move there by Pokorski. He saw that his defender was all over him, and he knew if he took his time, he could get the step through. But, I mean, that's a high IQ basketball play.
And a little bump. Too much contact up there for Wilkins. Be his first and the team's first. And that's over and back. You can, if you just go straight into the backcourt, you're fine there.
Yeah.
But if you stop like that, like Hawkins did, stopped and then just tiptoed on the other side of the line. Yep, that's not legal.
That's gonna be when the coach Jeff Hawkins looks at his guy and is like, "What were you thinking? What was going through your head?"
Wait a minute there. What's going on? Pokorski, baseline, floater. No. And a rebound. Well, for just a split second, Wilkins had it. Now here come the Raiders. Into the front court. Sprott for 3. Got his own rebound. Back to the rim. Reverse layup. Nice move. Cal Sprott, the sophomore.
Now the sophomore going in right into the body of Cade Cook and was able to kind of evade the hands into the reverse layup.
Cook, he gets in lane, spins back and forth. What a tough move there for Cade Cook. He's got his first basket of the game.
Patience right now for Gretna has been the key for them on offense. Taking their time, getting those matchups. Then when they get the matchup, they can take their time, relax, and really get comfortable with it.
And Mav Hawkins didn't get across the timeline in 10.
So that's 2 times Hawkins has had backcourt violations.
Yeah.
And they've been simple ones.
Yep, tough start for the sophomore. So 2:14 and counting here in the first period. Gretna staying in control right now, up by 6. Pokorski on the wing. Waits, goes backside, just wide open again, and another nice finish. That's Doble.
And more just shifty passing and good, just simple offense for Gretna to get it done.
Yeah, Pembroke's going to have to make some adjustments at some point because of the dribble penetration. Oh, Pokorski picks it off. Coast to coast, finishes with a left hand. How about the eyes in the back of his head to see where the defense was coming? Timeout, Pembroke Hill. It is a full timeout as this is all Dragons right now. Here in this first half, Pokorski goes with a left hand, switches it over. We'll take a break. We'll come back on Strive TV's coverage. (14-4). Gretna on top. Fantastic start for the Dragons.
Yeah, fantastic's really a good way of putting it. They have just been dominant so far in this game, having their way, doing pretty much whatever they want to Pembroke Hill.
Good throw off the leg, and the Raiders will keep it. Robert Nonamaker into the game for Pembroke. He's another sophomore. DePierre, a senior, but plenty of sophomores still in the lineup. Jonathan Grant, another one of the sophomores out there as well. Up and under, and a nice finish with the left hand. Robert Nonamaker for Pembroke Hill, 14-6 now. Minute to go in the opening period. Left side, the three, Grant Rice, off, no good. Rebound, though. Another opportunity for the Dragons. Little floater on the baseline. The shot no good, but the defensive rebound for Copaken. Here come the Raiders. About a 4-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Into the lane, that one tipped. Wilkins trying to get it, and he does. Comes away with a steal. Pokorski far side. Shot clock turned off. Pokorski has it poked free by Hawkins. Now Hawkins in the front court. Hangs, but the layup falls off, no good, and the rebound off of the Raiders.
Man, I tell you what, Hawkins had all the tenacity and all the ability to go up and dunk that thing. It's just wanted the finger roll at the end. You know, if you want a finger roll, I like that idea. Just make the move to do it a little bit sooner.
So now 8 seconds to go in the first quarter. All Gretna right now. Pokorski picks up his dribble, gets it to Cook, who bobbles it. Now it's free, and nobody's going to get a shot at the end of the first quarter. All Dragons, though, 14-6 over Pembroke Hill out of Kansas City, Missouri. We'll come back for the second quarter of action on Strive TV's coverage of the Heartland Hoops Classic.
Limitless. When you believe, there's no limit to what you can achieve. You come to Midland for an education, but you will leave with so much more. We're a small campus with big opportunities, and whatever you need, we'll help you succeed. At Midland, it's your future, your way, with our support every day. Midland University. It's bold, it's an experience, it's family, it's limitless.
Sportsmanship is facing every challenge in a competition and staying respectful through it all.
Good sportsmanship goes beyond the game. It starts with respect. Showing good sportsmanship can not only represent yourself in a good way, but also your school and your community.
Sportsmanship means playing the game the right way and treating others fair and with respect.
Start of the second quarter, Pembroke Hill trailing Gretna 14-6. 5 different Dragons scoring in that first quarter. Wilkins and Pekorski each with 4. Dobley, Veith, and Cook each with 2. For Pembroke Hill, Sprott, Hawkins, and Nonamaker each with 2. A swipe and a steal, Wilcoxon coast to coast. And that's the first basket for Alex Wilcoxon.
Yeah, Wilcoxon there, a good bucket. Gretna's had a lot of success right now jumping that pass. Pembroke, little pump fake and trying to go somewhere else, not a bad idea. That time they're able to get it across, but got to stay aggressive here offensively now.
How about a triple team trap, and it's stolen away again. Kopikin tried to throw it off legs, but Pekorski ends up picking it up. Tough move underneath, and the basket good by Alec Wilkins. The lead is 12 for Gretna. And Pekorski knocked it free, but Pembroke Hill able to pick it up into the corner with Nonamaker. Cross-court pass is picked off by Cook. Pekorski, backside. Stolen back. So turnover each way. Kopikin comes up with that one. William baseline, and that's a 3.
That time a good three-pointer, able to fall through. Pembroke just needs a couple more of those, a little bit of confidence for him, but a quick return again by Gretna. That one a tough bucket already for Gretna, and it's just right back, always right back.
Alec Wilkins already has 8 points, and now we're going to get a steal for Veith. Can't get the layup, but he'll draw the foul. Maxwell Sprott with the foul. His first, and the team's first this quarter.
And you know, right now you're looking at this 6:08 left. You're down 21-9 if you're Pembroke. And it's just simple mistakes for you right now that are kind of doing it for you. You know, you're missing some passing, some silly turnovers, some fast breaks, stuff like that. If you can clean some of that up, you'll be looking pretty good.
Yeah, just in attack the rim a little bit more. They've a lot of pass around the outside. They haven't really tried to attack, whether it's a screen and roll, just you know, get the isolation plays. Those just haven't really kind of come around just yet for the Raiders. This is a nice drive by DePierre, but hangs in the air, can't get the finish, and Gretna clears the rebound. That's another thing that Gretna has done remarkably well, is get every loose ball and every little rebound. Wilcoxon tried to get it down to Cook on the baseline, who has it knocked free. Here come the Raiders. On to the baseline. That is a 3, no good by Sprott. And the Dragons across the timeline, leading by 13 with 5:25 to go here in the second quarter. Cook, baseline one dribble, stops it, gets underneath with a left hand, the little baby hook for Alec Wilkins, who is at 10 points right now and outscoring Pembroke Hill by himself.
Wow. And Wilcoxon, he's just putting on a clinic right now, and it's all starting from his defense. His defense is creating this offense for him.
Kopikin's 3, just strong. Cook the rebound. Trevin Wilkins gets it back. Alec, nice pass to the backside. The finish is good for Veith. I tell you, every time Gretna is driving right now, they are drawing the eyes of the defenders. And Pembroke Hill unable to rotate on the defensive end. So there's another 3.
Gretna now, another three-pointer going up, having so much success right now. 29-12, Will Coxon gets another three-pointer, and he is just rolling right now in this game. I mean, you want to talk about getting into your flow. That's exactly what Gretna's done. That shot's going to go by Pembroke, buried by Cal Sprott. Sprott needed that, and so did that whole Pembroke team to be able to take that shot, take control, and really just kind of relax and settle into this game. Cade Cook, good jumper for him. Fading away, I think he was expecting more contact and ended up being there. Inside shot put up. That was actually a pass. They'll call it on the ground. That's Mav Hawkins. Looked at first as Hawkins was going to pass it. He was looking for the skip pass over to the corner. So it's going to be Cal Sprott passing the ball in underneath Pembroke's basket. Lobbing it up, finally getting there. So now a little bit under 3.5 to go. Going to work and missing it for the foul. Man, that'd have been a nice shot. Mav Hawkins. You know, right now for Pembroke, they just need, if they could have one or two guys hit a few shots, get some defensive stops. I mean, we saw Donovan Trumbull come back down from Concordia, down by 10.
And Ogallala was down early.
Yes. Kearney was down.
Yeah, very much. So, you know, basketball, a lot of times, game of runs, right? Sometimes you gotta weather a storm, and sometimes it's self-inflicted. Sometimes it's the other team's just playing really well. Sometimes the other team just gets hot, like the Huskers are right now. My gosh. They're up 45-25 on Michigan.
Are they at the vault?
Yeah.
That's why.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's the Michigan team that beat Wisconsin, which
we did too. And Purdue.
I know.
Three ball going up, won't fall there for Alex Wilcoxon. Good looking shot for Wisconsin. Now back down the other way with Hawkins. Hawkins skip pass, foul going to be called first.
Doble with a foul.
So let's take a look at it now. Yeah, Doble called right there, trying to squeeze out that ball. A little bit too much contact off the arm. So now got to get the ball in there. It's going to make Hawkins run for it. That is better execution than throwing it right at half court.
Gretna double teaming up top, but a foul called. Grant Rice, the guilty party.
Gretna has stepped up the aggressiveness this past 45 seconds. Now they got 4 fouls. The question is, since this is a national game, are they playing 2 NSA free throw rules? Are we reverting back to the 7?
That's not an NSAA. That's actually an NFHS. That is a national rule.
Awesome. I don't have to adjust. Good bucket there by Dave Pierre. And it's a good look also. Pierre was sitting right there pretty much wide open and was able to get himself a nice bucket. Only an 11-point game now. Was at one point a 15, close to 20-point game. That's another missed shot. Rebound by Pembroke. They're starting to get their feet under him now.
Yeah, if you're Gretna, you got to keep the defensive intensity up and then attacking the rim on offense. That's what got you that nice lead.
Mav Hawkins off balance for 2, and it's a single-digit ball game right now, 29-20.
It was a slow start, but you could kind of feel like Pembroke now has a lot of confidence in their offensive sets.
Inside, kicking it out. Driving in, looking for the shot. It won't go. And foul going to be called. But Pembroke really starting to fight back now. That's 5 fouls now on Gretna, so Pembroke heading back down the other way to shoot some free throws.
Avery Shent, number 41, was whistled for the foul.
Smith at the line shooting some free throws. Misses his first, but a 9-point game now. Gretna really starting to stall out offensively.
Well, it's because Alec Wilkins had all the points, and now he was on the bench. But now he's back in the game. 6 in the quarter, 10 for the first half so far for Alec Wilkins, not to be confused with Alex Wilcoxon.
I wonder how many times at practice they messed that up.
Yeah, I bet somebody. That seems like someone's got a nickname somewhere on the team.
Yeah.
Whether it's broadcast safe or not, we'll leave that for another time.
Yeah. You can ask if you get close enough to all those Gretna players. You can ask them yourselves. We don't want to know. We'll just leave it at that.
Cook gets it to Wilkins, and before he can make his move, Maxwell Sprott called for the foul. That is 2 fouls on Pembroke, so an inbounds play coming for Gretna.
It is kind of crazy how quickly fouls can make a game really slow. And just the pace, the whole pace of it kind of slow up. That's what we're seeing. Some quick fouls by Gretna, then the foul by Pembroke. We're starting to slow down a little bit. Off-balance shot. It was a tough one. Won't fall for Pekorski. Hawkins fouled by Pekorski, and he's heading to the line. Gretna's got to start adjusting a little bit here. You're starting to know what fouls the refs are calling, so start adjusting to it as well.
Well, and you know, so much of that, the entire first quarter and even into the second quarter, we saw Gretna be like Pekorski there. Instead of setting for a fadeaway, he would pause one more time and then go back for an up and under instead of that fadeaway. So it's a little thing on shot selection, but made a big difference in that start of the game.
Oh, it definitely did. Hawkins hits his first, looking now for his second. And he hits his second as well. Eric Worrell need a 2-possession ball game right now, 29-22.
Yep, 6 points for Hawkins now in the game. And Gretna needs a good offensive possession here. Cook with a drive and gets it to spin in.
Cade Cook, a tough bucket there to put it back to an 8-point game.
4 points for Cook. Hawkins.
Spot up 3-pointer for him, won't go. That's Pekorski back down on the other end.
Wilcoxon gets it to Cook. To the high post, stops at about 12 feet, no good. Hawkins the rebound. So a minute to go, still an 8-point game. Smith hangs and gets it to go. 9 points for Smith in the contest. The pull-up 3 no good by Wilcoxon, and a 6-point contest. About a 7-point differential between game clock and shot clock. Sprott has it for Maxwell. That was Cal leaving it for Maxwell. Maxwell goes on the drive, up with the left hand. It's no good. Cook the rebound. Shot clock is off. Final 20 seconds of the first half. Pekorski gets it onto the right wing for Wilcoxon. Back to Landon. He goes baseline, hanging, kicks it out. 2 seconds, 1. The shot by Veith is blocked at the horn, and that is your first half. Gretna a fast start, but Pembroke Hill climbs all the way back in it, makes it a 2-possession game going to the halftime break. 31-25. Gretna on top. We're going to send it downstairs to Bridger Cruz here in just a moment. We're ready. Bridger, take it away.
I'm here up with the head coach of the Gretna Dragons. Coach, kind of looked like a good-looking first quarter for you, but you started to stall out a little bit in that second quarter. Do you know the reason of that?
Yeah, we didn't share the ball worth a darn. We stunk second quarter. First quarter pretty good. Second quarter we didn't share it at all.
And what's going to be the antidote to fixing that for the second half?
Pass the dang ball once in a while. If we move it a little bit, we're fine. But over dribble the thing, we're not going to get what we want.
Coach, that's pretty straightforward. That's all I need. Go talk to your guys. Good luck for the rest of the game.
Guys. Appreciate it.
Perfect. That's all I got. Eric, back up to you.
31-25 as we hit the halftime break. We'll step aside for a word with our sponsors and be back with halftime stats. You're watching the Heartland Hoops Classic on Strive TV.
Tom Dinsdale Hyundai has created a better way to buy. We call it Your Way, and it's designed to let you decide the best way to buy your next car or SUV. Shop online, choose the vehicle you want, get a trade-in estimate, and more. You can even reserve a vehicle before it gets delivered to our lot. Of course, you can still stop by and talk to one of our friendly sales experts. No matter which way you choose, you'll get the same great customer service that you'd expect from Tom Dinsdale Hyundai. It's a new way, a better way, your way.
Sportsmanship is facing every challenge in a competition and staying respectful through it all.
Good sportsmanship goes beyond the game. It starts with respect.
Showing good sportsmanship can not only represent yourself in a good way, but also your school and your community.
Sportsmanship means playing the game the right way and treating others fair and with respect.
Back here in Grand Island, Nebraska, we are at the State Fairgrounds, the Heartland Event Center. Halftime of Game 5 of the Heartland Hoops Classic. Gretna 31, Pembroke Hill 25. Run down the scoring for you. First for the Gretna Dragons, 10 points in the first half from Alec Wilkins, 4 from Landon Pekorski, 5 from Alex Wilcoxon, 2 from Chase Doble, 6 from Joey Veith, and 2 from Cade Cook. 17 points scored in the second quarter, but it sure felt like that 17, about 14 of it came in the first 3 minutes or so of that second period, as a little bit forcing of some shots maybe from Gretna. The defense got a little better and for Pembroke Hill, and also the Raiders attacked the rim just a little bit better in that second quarter. Smith leads the way for the Raiders with 9, got 5 from Cal Sprott, 2 from DePierre, 6 from Hawkins, and 2 from Nonamaker. Halftime score, Gretna 31, Pembroke Hill 25. We'll be back with some halftime highlights coming up after this on Strive's coverage of the Heartland Hoops Classic.
At Strive Education, we understand that the world is digital and that teaching digital media and broadcasting in the classroom can be overwhelming.
That's where we step in. We offer personalized coaching and innovative curriculum, guiding educators to integrate these critical skills into their teaching.
Our programs transform classrooms into future-ready environments, ensuring students are well-equipped for the ever-evolving digital workforce.
To learn more about how we can serve you, go to strive.education today.
Sportsmanship is facing every challenge in a competition and staying respectful through it all.
Good sportsmanship goes beyond the game. It starts with respect.
Showing good sportsmanship can not only represent yourself in a good way, but also your school and your community.
Sportsmanship means playing the game the right way and treating others fair and with respect.
We're here in the Heartland Event Center. My name's Bridger Cruz. I'm with head coach of Pembroke Hill, Jeff Hawkins, correct?
Yes.
Jeff, so glad to be with you here today. Your team started making a comeback in that second quarter, really showing some fight. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, we're pretty proud of them. It was getting a little out of hand, and we're fresh off the bus, so hopefully they got those first quarter jitters out. It's a great environment, so this is not an environment we're used to playing in. But to see the guys, start to get a little bit comfortable, believe in themselves, that was really big for us to close out the second half. We end up with 6 straight stops. For us, that's 2 kills, so that's really good for us.
And what are going to be some of the keys to coming up with a win today?
For us, we got to take care of the ball. If we can take care of the ball, execute on the offensive end, and get the shot that we want, we like our chances. And again, this is a team that we got to make sure they got a bunch of shooters. So if we're late on rotations, our closeout are bad, they'll definitely make you pay. So if we can clean some of those things up, I like our chances moving down the stretch.
Absolutely, Coach. Good luck. Go kill it the rest of that.
I bet. Thank you.
The rest of that game. Eric, back up to you.
Thanks, Bridger. Thanks, Coach. Halftime, 31-25. Gretna leading the Pembroke Hill Raiders. But your Heartland Hoops highlights are in the first half. This is Mav Dawkins. He finally got going a little bit. 6 points in that first half. The other end for Gretna, man, just when they were patient on the shots, just like the great up and under there by Pekorski, man, they were good with it. And Sprott with an offensive rebound, and this was a nifty little up and under reverse layup. Then you get, again, the patience on the shot. Cook spinning back and forth 2 or 3 times before he puts the shot up. And then Pekorski with the dime to double. A steal by Wilcoxon. When Gretna was doing their best work, now that Bridger's back up here, I'm going to make him talk in a second. But when they were doing their best work, they were really intense on defense, and it was creating some extra opportunities for them in transition.
Yeah, definitely. And, well, I'm going to quote what Coach said. They stopped passing the dang ball. That is exactly what Coach said, and he's right. When they were doing good things, they were running through that offense 2 or 3 times, and then they were finding favorable one-on-one matchups. And when they did that, they were being patient with the basketball. We've seen Pekorski put up a couple fadeaway shots where, like you said in that first quarter, those would have been up and under layups to go in.
Yep. So 31-25 as we get ready for the start of the third quarter. Of course, we got one more game coming up tonight. Our nightcap is Bellevue West, one of the top teams in Nebraska, taking on the Sunrise Christian Buffaloes, a staple here at the Heartland Hoops Classic, and they've been a staple on the national scene for the last 10 years or so. Number of pro basketball players, not just in the NBA like Grady Dick, but guys in the G League. Mattis Bazalis, who is going to be in the NBA very
I'll
soon.
Say he'll be a first-round pick.
He'll be a first-round pick coming up here in the spring, most likely. But we're going to see them take on the Thunderbirds, who we've seen in this event as well. Obviously, they've been one of the top teams in Class A in the last 4 or 5 years. Kind of weird that they've only won the one title, right? Chucky was a sophomore. It's like that was a long time ago all of a sudden. Like
that is, yeah.
But Millard North has been top dog in Class A for a few years now, so it's time for some new blood, right? So we'll see what happens. Bellevue West and Sunrise coming up after this one. Gretna with the basketball. Pekorski stops. His step-back 3 is no good. Langston Smith gets the rebound on the run-out. Attacks the rim at the other end. Stops, kicks it out. Sprott, that was Maxwell with a shot. And the defensive rebound for Gretna. So a 6-point lead for the Dragons.
Yeah, let's take a look here at how Gretna's running this offense and see if they have made some of those adjustments that Coach was talking about heading into halftime.
Cook on the wing, gets a screen, goes to attack, 13 on the shot clock. Wide open down low. That was what Coach was probably wanting. Alec Wilkins again. He's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, and a lot of them have been on points like that where it's just been good creation. He hasn't had to create much. It's just been the offense creating the opportunity.
Set a screen, roll to the basket, find yourself wide open.
Yes.
That's where Wilkins has been in this game.
Yeah. Really not complicated right now. Shots missed over there by Cal Sprott, and it's back down the other way. We've seen how quickly this game can shift with a couple big shots. And that one, a deep 3 taken by Pekorski.
And off Gretna.
So Pembroke going to have a chance at it here. Only down by 8. You don't want to have to work yourself all the way back like you did into that first quarter, though. Excuse me, in that first half. Now, it's not going to be something you desire, but if you can keep this within 8 and a little bit under, you can work with that.
Yeah, it'll be important. I think, and I also think if you're Gretna, you got to continue to run that offense like we saw, run it through 2 or 3 times and get that favorable matchup. If it stops in somebody's hand, that's probably not a good thing.
Now 5 seconds on the shot clock. Got to create something with it. Hawkins, a deep 3 for him. Too strong. But now an offensive rebound into a spot-up three-pointer. That one rims out. Hawkins, a follow won't go. Some good opportunities there. Hawkins had a good-looking 3 and then a putback as well. Pekorski kicking it out. Caden Cook. A good bucket for Cade Cook. I thought at first he was going to dunk it.
Well, I think he went up there trying for it, actually. It was kind of an in-betweener there, but good job there. And then transition back, DePierre with the second basket of the game.
Yeah, much-needed bucket again for Pembroke here to try to keep themselves in this. Quick bucket coming. That's going to be good. Alec Wilkins, you talk about him having a day. Just keeps coming from him.
15 points for Alec Wilkins. He has been the guy for Gretna in this game.
Mav Hawkins put up the shot. Rebound Pekorski. Pekorski spot up three-pointer. Got it. Guarded by Langston Smith.
7 points for Pekorski in the game. And that lead has grown quickly all of a sudden. It's a 10-2 start for Gretna here in this third quarter.
You had a full timeout taken by Pembroke, so we will take a break with him. I'm Bridger Cruz, with me, Eric Allgood, on Strive Sports stream of the Heartland Hoops Classic.
Shop, click, drive your next vehicle at Tom Dinsdale. You can shop our entire inventory from the comfort and convenience of your own home. Just select a vehicle and create your deal. Get an estimate for your trade-in, choose your finance or lease option, and Tom Dinsdale will deliver your new vehicle and any final paperwork directly to your door. It's as simple as shop, click, drive. Buy a vehicle the way you want. Easy, convenient, and hassle-free. Just shop, click, drive your new vehicle at dinsdaleauto.net.
Back now at the Heartland Event Center in beautiful, it's Grand Island, Nebraska. I'm Bridger Cruz, with me, Eric Allgood, here on Strive Sports. So glad to have you along with us today. A timeout taken by Pembroke as it's a 10-2 start to this quarter for Gretna.
Yeah, great job by the Dragons getting back to got them a big lead in the first half. Patient on offense, make the one extra pass. We've seen a couple late-ups, and then we saw back-to-back threes that have really opened things up.
Now Hawkins tripped with it, can't keep the ball.
Oh,
Pekorski down the other way, can we see it? It's just a layup.
Yeah, Pekorski gets the basket, but credit that to Alex Wilcoxon. He got the ball knocked free, and then the hustle play to get on the floor and get the outlet pass.
Cade Cook getting into a tangle up with Maxwell Sprott, and it'll stay here with Pembroke. But yeah, this was an 8-point game like the blink of an eye ago.
Yeah.
That time you see Cook. That aggressiveness on Gretna's defense is starting to show. You saw them take their foot off the gas, and that's when Pembroke started rolling. And upon talking to Jeff Hawkins, he said, if we can keep going and that defense for Gretna can stay like what it is, he likes their chances. But that tough defense is going to give him problems. Langston Smith heading to the free throw line.
I think they might call this on the floor, actually. Yeah, on the floor.
Yeah, they will. Good call, too. Let's take a look at it here. Yeah, so it was definitely before the shot.
By the way, the official who made the call, Chris Ladwig, congratulations to him. Longtime assistant AD, gets the promotion to head AD at Grand Island Senior High as of next fall.
Well, congratulations, Chris.
Cindy Wells has been the longtime AD there at Gish, and she announced her retirement earlier this school year. And just in the last, at the end of this week, Chris was announced as the the heir apparent. So congratulations to Chris.
It's going to feel weird going to a Gish game and not seeing Cindy there in some fashion.
You're right. Yeah.
So she's been there for as long as I remember Gish. I just remember Cindy.
Yeah, very much so.
Cade Cook misses his first, nails his second though. 6'7", that's helpful.
Yeah.
And he's been banging around there in the post making plays. This time for Pembroke, they lost the ball. Back down the other way. Two guys jumping, lost the ball. That's good defense.
Yeah, Trevin Wilkins had it knocked free.
Spot up three-pointer, Maxwell Sprott, that won't fall. Pekorski, back down the other end. Skip pass over, spot up three-pointer, won't go. Rebound, Cade. First bucket won't go, second one won't go either.
Thought when he went underneath the hoop, probably just take that up a little quicker.
Yeah.
Kind of got up there and then faded and hung and tried to shoot it while going away. Watch this. He kind of jumps away and then just hangs. I thought if he would have just turned and just shot it quick, when he first snapped his head around, he probably would have had a better chance at it. But
he's trying for the double-double, Eric.
Well,
come on.
He's going to be fine. He's up to 7 points now.
Yeah, 7 points. Pretty close to that on rebounds as well. I mean, he's been a ball hawk all game on the boards.
I've been impressed with his defense away from the hoop,
yes.
too. You know, this is a Pembroke Hill team that is going to ask a big guy to come out and defend. He's done a really nice job on that end of the floor, too.
Yeah, especially at that three-point line. I mean, how many steals have we seen him get or be a part of? The answer, a lot. That one picked off again. That time it's a good pickoff from Joey Veith. Now a 19-point ball game. Pekorski asking for the screen. Cade Cook backed his man down. Pekorski all the way in and a tough bucket for him, and he's got it.
7 points in the quarter for Pekorski, the leading scorer on the season for the Dragons.
Also the leading scorer in Gretna history.
In Gretna history, you're right.
Three won't fall for Cal Sprott. Rebounded by Cade again. More tough looks for Cade Cook. Pekorski calling for the screen. Driving inside, kicking out. Pekorski, he'll drive right back in, put up the shot, and it's another. It looked like a not tough shot, but if you see that, he adjusted midair where his hand was.
Wilcoxon comes up with the steal then for Cook. Oh, right through the hands of Pekorski.
Yeah, Pekorski missed it. He was shooting the ball before he caught it. Now Cal Sprott, a slick handle down the other way, kicks it out to Maxwell. And a foul going to be called. 1:17 left to go into the third. Only the second foul, the third foul of the quarter, second called on Gretna. Let's take a look here. Just a little bit too much contact there. Trying to swing the arm across. Driving inside, looking for the kick out. Maxwell Sprott won't hit. Good pass to even find him by Robert Nonamaker.
Robert, one of those sophomores for Pembroke. I like his length though.
I do too. You know,
and his hand size. My gosh.
You can't teach that either. That's just purely genetics. Good lay-in for Pekorski. Now he's a sophomore, so he'll have some growing pains with him in the process, but if you got the length and you got the hand size, you can teach basketball skill.
Landon Pekorski has 11 points in the quarter.
Holy cow. Wide open three from the corner, won't fall. Elijah Ensley was looking for it. That spot's been really popular today, it just hasn't gone in. Pekorski.
We almost pulled that trigger. But with nothing on the shot clock, one final possession here in the third quarter.
8 seconds left now. They got it in the hands of Pekorski. He's going to keep it for himself. 4 seconds. Dumps it out. Got it. And that will end quarter number 3 from a Joey Veith bucket. And Pekorski, you talk about eyes in the back of your head. Pekorski has to have something to be able to see Joey Veith. It's 54-27. The Gretna Dragons up big here in Grand Island.
Limitless. When you believe there's no limit to what you can achieve. You come to Midland for an education, but you will leave with so much more. We're a small campus with big opportunities, and whatever you need, we'll help you succeed. At Midland, it's your future, your way, with our support every day. Midland University. It's bold, it's an experience, it's family, it's limitless.
Final quarter of regulation up now. I'm Bridger Cruz. With me, Eric Allgood. It's a rock concert up in the broadcast booth right now. Game at number 5 for us. Got to have a little bit of fun into the process, and we surely are. Some great basketball coming up this game. No difference, but right now it is Gretna dominance.
It's so much fun to watch Gretna when they, this is what Coach Feek would love to see, right?
Yes.
Be patient on offense, be tenacious on defense, create yourselves opportunities, share with your teammates, help each other out. 2-3 zone this time down for Pembroke Hill. So how can Gretna dissect the zone?
That time already a good turnover by Langston Davis. Smith. Yep, my bad. That name actually wasn't on our roster to start things off. We had to go find it. Back down the other way. Oh, it's a block by Mav Hawkins.
Nope, it was off the glass first. That's a really good job. Trevin Wilkins, when he accelerated, he almost just threw it off the glass.
Because he knew.
Hard, because he knew that defense was coming from Hawkins. So off the glass first, then Hawkins gets it. Goaltending, count the basket for Trevin Hawkins.
Well, now I can put that highlight into my highlight package of good calls.
Nope.
Now I cannot. Said 3 goes up, won't fall. That's from Robert Nonamaker. 3 going up from the corner, and it's going in. Another big bucket. That's Trevin Wilkins.
A 5-0 run by Trevin to open up a 32-point lead.
Which is more than Pembroke has scored today.
The score in the third quarter was 23-2 in favor of Gretna.
And it was just an onslaught of quick buckets. It's not like they were going down and they were hitting every 3 in the book. It was the good defense creating fast breaks that led to offense. Three going up, Maxwell. Spront can't finish it. Rebounded now by Trevin Wilkins. Wilkins back down the other end. Kicks it out, Pekorski. Trevin Wilkins driving in, kicking out. 3 ball, flying high. And a foul going to be called before the offensive rebound.
Calvin Jansen, 6'4" junior, out there logging minutes for the Dragons.
Low push beforehand. That was it.
Yep.
DePierre dribbling down the floor now for Pembroke. Quick pull-up 3 from college range. Got it. Lighting up that Pembroke fans section. It's a big-time bucket from Mav Hawkins. Now a 29-point game. Hawkins almost picked off the pass. It's a diving play from DePierre. Putting his body on the line. His face landed on that ball and bounced off. There's no way that felt good. Langston Smith, he's got it for 3. And Pembroke Hill starting to heat up a little bit.
Yeah, that's 12 points now for Langston Smith, back-to-back threes, so a little 6-0 run here and a timeout. Still a 26-point game. I want to talk real quick about Gretna and what they've got coming up. 15-4 after coming into tonight, looking like maybe 16-4 after this one. They will be at Lincoln East on Tuesday. Then they will host Bellevue East on Thursday before hosting Bellevue West next Saturday on the 17th to end their regular season. They'll go straight into the district round, or the sub-districts, I guess, in Class A still, the following week as we get ready before the girls.
So we're just throwing Gretna to the Sharks and seeing if they can survive long enough for subs. I guess no, only Bellevue West really.
Yeah, I mean, they would be favored against Lincoln East. They'd be favored against Bellevue East, and then you're, a top 5 matchup there with Bell West.
That'll be a fun game heading into subs. That'll be a fun game to end your regular season. Is that at Gretna or is that Bell West?
The last game of the regular season's at Gretna.
Ooh, Bellevue West at Gretna. That'll be a fun one. And Gretna back down the other way. Timeout was taken by Pembroke because they're starting to show a little bit of fight. Now 3 hoisted up, won't go. That 3 was put up by Emmett Dix. Inside, beating him off the jump and beating him to the bucket. Cal Sprott beat his defender off.
7 points for Cal in the ball game, a 24-point Gretna lead.
Inside, just taking it out. That's Nonamaker. Excuse me, not Nonamaker, Dix.
Gretna going to get the starting 5 back in the game next dead ball, by the way. Trevin Wilkins says, no, wait, stay out there. He's got 7 points in the quarter, does Trevin, by the way.
Trevin's having a good day. Harrison, good move for him, and he's heading to the free throw line. Now if we take a look, Harrison, Hawkins, quick spin move for Hawkins. He's heading to the free throw line. Bad foul was called on Emmett Dix. So now starters coming back in for Gretna. They had some of their subs in for a while. Starters coming back on the floor. Hawkins hits his second. Pembroke, a little bit of kind of a press show, and now more or less just man-to-man full court defense. Pekorski deep 3, got it. Just like that. Guess what? Pekorski's back in the game.
Yep, 18 points for Landon, 14 of them here in the second half. Oh, by the way, he didn't hardly play in the first 4 minutes of this quarter.
Yeah. Smith driving in, looking for the shot. Good lay-in in there against Joey Veith.
14 points for Langdon Smith. Been impressed with this game. We've seen him hit a couple of threes, 3 of them actually. A couple tough drives as well. Just needs a few more opportunities.
Kicking it out, Cade Cook from three-point land, won't fall. And now rebound by Hawkins. Hawkins up the floor, ball tipped out. Driving inside, Sprott a good move, and he'll finish it.
Sometimes you got to lay all the way out to get it around the defense, and great job by Cal to fully extend with the right hand.
Cook looking around in that point guard spot, skip pass over to Pekorski. Pekorski inside, shot won't follow, is taken by Veith. Cal Sprott for 3, got it. 5 straight for him.
12 points in the game, 7 in the quarter.
Inside, quick low floater, that won't fall for Alec Wilkins. Wilkins was far and beyond the best player in that first half. And now back the other way, lost the ball, gets it back, able to finish. So he fumbles the ball, automatically makes up with it with the steal and the points. Mav Hawkins, kick out, Sprott, hits it. He's got 8 points in the last, what, minute?
Not even, I don't think. Yeah.
Spikorski's going to slow the pace of this game way down. Skip pass over, 3 ball going up, won't fall. Rebounded by Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon shot and got it back to Pekorski. Pekorski driving in, kicking into the post. And Wilkins can't finish. Rebounded by Smith. Long pass over to Sprott. Sprott, he'll take it in. He's going to get blocked by Veith.
Joey said, nope, Mr. Sprott, it's not how we do things up here in Nebraska.
Yeah, it's not allowed. Now let's take a look at this. Good pass up top. Sprott thought he got him. Boom. Got Pekorski, but Veith was still there. Hawkins hit a 3. I've been impressed with Mav Hawkins today.
You know, he had a really tough start, right? He had the over and back violation, had another 10-second violation just trying to walk the ball up. But he got settled down. You're right, just a sophomore. He's a nice prospect to look at. Obviously, needs a lot of refinement stuff, but I like his game so far.
Yeah, and right now we're not looking at a refined piece of basketball material here. We're looking to see the rough edges. What kind of potential does he have? And I'm seeing a lot just off of his skills in the intangibles. He's got a lot. Hawkins driving in, and again like that sense to get up and go.
When it's time to make that move, go be that guy. The lead is down to 15, but the time is down to 25. We're going to get a couple of subs in for Gretna here for the final few seconds. I think the officials $18 points for Landon Pekorski. He'll come out. Alec Wilkins had 17. Talk about those guys a little bit more coming up in our post game. As Bridger heads down, and we'll have a word with our Pro Team Design Player of the Game. By the way, thank you to all of our sponsors who make this event possible. It really is it's a fun activity for us at Strive. Really cool student engagement opportunity, and for you as a business, you get your business name, logo, advertisement, whatever you want out there, seen by a whole lot of people from a whole lot of different areas of the state. Kind of fun stuff. Final 15 seconds of this one. Shot in the lane, no good by Shent, but an offensive rebound pulled down by Drew Bolts. Now we've got bodies on the floor, and that is how we will end the ball game. Gretna 66, Pembroke Hill out of Kansas City, Missouri 51. Your final count here tonight. That brings our nightcap up. Coming up next, Bellevue West taking on Sunrise Christian Academy. We are scheduled for a 7:45 p.m. tip-off. We'll see if they adjust that time at all, but right now on the schedule for a 7:45 p.m. tip-off between Bell West and Sunrise Christian. 66-51, Gretna wins it over the Pembroke Hill Raiders, and we're going to go down here in a moment, and we're going to find Landon Pekorski, our Pro Team Design Player of the Game. We're going to find Coach. Yep, grab 23 right there. And just as soon as we can, we're going to send it on down to floor level with Bridger Cruz. He's got Landon Pekorski. Bridger?
I'm here now with our player of the game, Landon Pekorski. Man, you had yourself a day. Pembroke tried to come back a couple times. You guys every time were kind of able to put out that fire. What do you attribute that to?
Well, our first quarter was really good. We came out, played really hard on the defensive end, got good shots. Second quarter wasn't great, but we put them out in the third, and that was kind of the key to the game, is getting the flow and the pace of the game to where we wanted it, and that was kind of the key tonight.
Definitely, and looking to the rest of your season, 2 winnable games, then a game at Bellevue West, and then you set yourself up for postseason. What are some of the goals for you, or what are you looking forward to for the rest of this postseason?
Enjoy every day right now. It's our senior year. We got a really good group of seniors that we've been tight for a long time. So every day of practice, every game, taking it one day at a time, enjoying it. 'Cause we only have so many left. That's kind of, today was fun to be able to come out here, play for the first time, and yeah, every day, enjoy it. That's kind of the goal right now.
Well, you better get in that locker room and go celebrate with your teammates then.
Yeah.
Good win, man. Congratulations. Now, let's get head coach coming over here, too.
Appreciate it.
Coach, can I snag you? Coach, you passed to the dang ball, and it worked out.
That's the dang ball a little bit, yeah. We shared it pretty well in third quarter. Pretty good effort defensively, too. I think that, I don't know what they had, but we had a pretty good effort there.
Definitely. And then what was that talk in the locker room like? Because you guys came out a different looking team coming out of the locker room.
Yeah, we kind of had it where we wanted early, and then truthfully, second quarter we just didn't play well. So we just, we're going to have some of those once in a while. Thought the kids were accountable and thought they handled themselves pretty well third quarter.
They absolutely did. And coming out, it's a fun environment for you. It's an arena. It's fun. What would you think about this environment?
I think it's awesome. We talked about this is kind of a first look at a postseason tournament kind of thing, and so you get to play some people that you don't know as well. You're in an arena. Tino does such a good job of putting this event on, and the hospitality and things that they have in place for everybody. It's really cool for us.
It definitely is, Coach. Like I told our player of the game, go get in there, celebrate with your guys, have a good time, have a great rest of your night. Congratulations.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks.
Eric, back up to you.
Thanks, Bridger. Thanks, Coach. Final count, Gretna wins it 66-51 over Pembroke Hill out of Kansas City, Missouri. Landon Pekorski with 18 points. Alec Wilkins, 17. He had 7 from Trevin Wilkins, 5 from Alec Wilcoxon, 2 from Chase Doble, 8 from Joey Veith, and 7 from Cade Cook. For Pembroke Hill, they got 14 from Langston Smith, 15 from Cal Sprott, 4 from Jean-Sebastien Despierre, 15 from Maav Hofken, and 2 from Robert Nonamaker. Again, 66-51 is your final score. That's going to bring us to our nightcap. Bellevue West taking on Sunrise Christian Academy. It is set for a 7:45 tip-off, so we will be back in about 30 minutes for pregame for Sunrise and Bell West. That is coming up tonight yet on Strive TV's coverage of the Heartland Hoops Classic. For now, for Bridger, for our whole crew, my name is Eric. We say so long from Grand Island, and we'll see you in about 30 minutes for pregame of our nightcap.